Once upon a time, long, long ago, when the earth was pure and humanity was just starting to grow. But as time passed, something changed. People began to lose their way. They forgot about their creator, Allah, and started following their own desires. They worshipped idols, treated each other unfairly, and ignored the messages of the prophets. In the midst of all this corruption, Allah sent a man, Prophet Nuh, or Noah. Nuh was a man of faith, a righteous soul in a world filled with wrong. He was chosen by Allah to remind the people of the truth and guide them back to the right path. For years, Prophet Nuh preached to his people, warning them to repent, to turn back to Allah, and to live justly. He told them that the idols they worshipped were false and that only Allah could save them. But despite his endless patience and effort, they refused to listen. They mocked him. "Why should we listen to you?" they sneered. "You're just an ordinary man like us. You're not special. You're not a king or a powerful ruler." They made fun of him. But Nuh didn't give up. He kept calling them to the truth. But Nuh's heart was heavy. He called out to Allah, asking why the people refused to listen. He wanted to save them, to help them, but they just wouldn't change. Allah listened to his prophet and, in response, told Nuh that the time had come for a great punishment. Allah told Nuh that a flood would come, an enormous flood that would wash away everything. But there was a way for Nuh and the believers to survive. Allah instructed him to build an ark, a huge, massive ship, because soon the earth would be covered in water. Now, building an ark wasn't an easy task. It wasn't just a small boat. It had to be large enough to carry pairs of every animal, along with Nuh, his family, and the believers who followed him. Day after day, Prophet Nuh and his followers worked tirelessly, hammering and sawing, building the ark with their own hands. And as Nuh worked, the people laughed even harder. "What is this foolish man doing?" they said. "Is he really building a boat in the middle of dry land? There's no water here." They couldn't understand what Nuh was doing, and they didn't believe that anything would happen. But soon the sky began to change. The clouds grew darker and the winds picked up. Nuh finished the ark, and Allah commanded him to gather the believers and the animals. He brought them on board, 2 of every kind: lions, birds, camels, elephants, and even the smallest insects. All were protected on the ark as the rain began to fall. Then the rain came. It didn't stop. It poured from the sky, and the waters from below burst forth from the earth. The floodwaters rose higher and higher, swallowing the land. The people who had mocked Prophet Nuh were now left behind, unable to escape the flood. The ark floated, safely carrying those who had believed. For days, weeks, and even months the rain poured without stopping. But Nuh and those with him were safe, protected by Allah. Eventually the waters began to recede. The ark finally came to rest on a mountain and the rain stopped. After so much destruction, the earth was quiet again. Allah had cleansed the world, giving it a fresh start. Nuh and the believers stepped out of the ark, and they saw a new world before them, a world that had been cleansed. Nuh looked to the sky, grateful for the mercy of Allah and for the chance to begin again. But the story doesn't end there. Prophet Nuh lived many years after the flood, continuing to guide his people. He taught them about gratitude, faith, and the importance of following Allah's guidance. Even after the flood, Nuh's message was clear: trust in Allah, do what is right, and never lose hope. The story of Prophet Nuh teaches us many lessons. It reminds us of the importance of patience, perseverance, and trusting in Allah's plan, even when things seem impossible. It shows us that no matter how many people may go astray, there will always be a way for those who believe and follow the right path. And most importantly, it teaches us that Allah's mercy is greater than anything else.